Consciousness is one of the most fundamental, yet elusive aspects of human existence. It is the experience of being aware of thinking, perceiving, and feeling. It is what makes us us. But despite being the core of our personal identity, consciousness remains one of the greatest mysteries of science and philosophy. From the moment we wake up in the morning to the time we fall asleep at night, we experience a continuous flow of thoughts, emotions, and sensations. We recognize ourselves in the mirror, recall memories, and make choices. This subjective experience, what it feels like to be alive, is what philosophers call qualia, the raw feel of experience. But what exactly is consciousness, and why does it exist? Is it merely a product of the brain's neural activity, or is it something more? Why do we experience the world subjectively instead of functioning like unconscious machines? These questions have puzzled thinkers for centuries, leading to debates between scientists, philosophers, and even spiritual leaders. The study of consciousness dates back to ancient times. Early civilizations, such as the Greeks, Egyptians, and Hindus, developed various theories about the nature of the mind and soul. Some believed that consciousness was a divine gift, while others saw it as an emergent property of life. Plato and dualism. The Greek philosopher Plato believed that the soul was separate from the body and belonged to a realm of pure ideas. He suggested that the soul existed before birth and would continue after death. Aristotle and biological explanation. Unlike Plato, Aristotle believed that consciousness was tied to the body and the brain. He saw it as a biological process rather than a supernatural phenomenon. Hindu and Buddhist perspectives. In the East, Hindu and Buddhist traditions describe consciousness as a fundamental aspect of existence. The concept of Atman, soul, in Hinduism and Anata, no self, in Buddhism provided different interpretations of self-awareness and perception. During the Middle Ages, religious explanations dominated discussions about consciousness. Christianity, Islam, and other faiths taught that consciousness was linked to the soul and was given by God. This view suggested that self-awareness and moral reasoning were divine gifts that separated humans from animals. With the rise of science in the 17th and 18th centuries, thinkers like René Descartes and John Locke began to explore consciousness through logic and observation. Descartes famously declared, "Cogito, ergo sum, I think, therefore I am," arguing that self-awareness was the foundation of knowledge. Later, scientists and psychologists attempted to explain consciousness as a product of the brain. The 19th and 20th centuries saw rapid advancements in neuroscience. But even today, no one fully understands how the brain produces the rich inner world of experience. Despite centuries of study, consciousness remains an unsolved mystery for several reasons. The hard problem of consciousness. Philosopher David Chalmers coined the term the hard problem of consciousness to describe the difficulty of explaining why and how subjective experience arises from physical processes in the brain. While science can explain brain activity, it cannot yet explain why certain neural processes result in the feeling of being alive. The subjectivity of experience. No one can directly access another person's consciousness. We can study brain scans, measure electrical activity, and observe behavior, but we cannot see someone else's thoughts or emotions. This makes consciousness unique compared to other scientific phenomena. The mind-body problem. How does the mind relate to the body? Are thoughts and emotions purely physical, or do they exist in a separate, immaterial realm? The debate between materialists who believe consciousness is purely physical and dualists who believe the mind and body are separate remains unresolved. Altered states of consciousness. People report bizarre and profound experiences under meditation, hypnosis, drugs, or near-death experiences. These altered states challenge our understanding of reality and suggest that consciousness may be more complex than we assume. The unsolved nature of self-awareness. How do we recognize ourselves as individuals? Many animals exhibit intelligence, but only a few species, like great apes and dolphins, show signs of self-awareness. What makes human consciousness unique, and could machines ever achieve it? This book explores the mystery of consciousness from multiple perspectives: philosophy, neuroscience, psychology, artificial intelligence, quantum physics, and spirituality. Each chapter will tackle different aspects of this profound puzzle, asking whether science will ever fully understand what it means to be conscious. While we may never find all the answers, the journey itself is fascinating. By exploring the mystery of consciousness, we may come closer to understanding not just our minds, but our place in the universe.